Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Astara and I'm an angelic communicator. And I'm doing a lot with twin flames and working with people who are on a twin flame journey. And I wanted to talk about something that's actually very, very testing on the twin flame journey. And I want you to know that you're not alone if you're experiencing this and that there's nothing wrong with you. This is when you're on a twin flame journey and you have these touch points of contact with your twin. These are moments of connection, and they can come out of usually a period of separation. And you'll notice that either you or your twin will make contact, or somehow you'll bump into your twin. And if you're the more awakened twin, the more divine feminine twin, you'll have this kind of urge at these points of contact to contact them. You'll have a kind of feeling in your body like, oh, now's the right moment, now's the right time. You might even feel that kind of almost like a compulsion to get in contact with your twin, or you might feel drawn to a place and then suddenly you're bumping into them. And these points of contact are very interesting. And I think that they are actually predestined. They're orchestrated by a higher plan. When I've asked the Angelic Council of Light about this, I'm shown that there's a kind of cyclical pattern. Like a lot of the things that we do in the universe are patterned, are a way of working with the nature of creating pattern, the nature of how we move and cyclical rhythms. And we kind of lose touch with that in the physical world, but actually the patterning is all what we're doing. Like everything around what we're doing is patterned in some way, patterned through time, ordered through the time process. And with the twin flame link, there's a huge amount to do with divine timing. So when you have these moments of connection with your twin, whether it's a brief message or a meeting or something very unexpected, you could even see them from a distance, or you could drive past them in your car. You could kind of see them maybe at a festival or a rock concert or something that you're at, and you're just having this kind of gentle connection of your energy fields. This can be a very powerful, charged experience. These are not random. There will be certain things that lead up to that meeting. And I want to say here that often if I feel a meeting like that, I can go a bit sort of like in a dreamy space, like I won't know I'm about to meet them, but I can feel quite dreamy. I can feel like quite open. And then there's a kind of moment where you're just sort of stepping out of time a bit, going into maybe more a 5D space, a bit like when you meditate. You'll just feel like this slightly disconnected from the material world. And it's very slight, but I've noticed it's a pattern, and then I'll bump into my twin almost like a few minutes after. And this is when the energy fields are kind of coming into contact with each other, like kind of coming into a constellation pattern. Each point of these contacts do a few things. They definitely are designed to shake you up, and they're designed to shake you up and designed to shake your twin up. They're meant to be this way. They're meant to shift you out of any old patterns, any old cycles, anything that is making you feel a bit stagnant. And you'll notice this on the journey that you'll get to a point during separation, once all the kind of crazy thinking has gone and the yearning, and you'll get to a point where you just feel quite happy with your life, quite balanced. Your twin's there and it's probably sitting in your energy field. And I'll do a video on that because not a lot of people talking about that, how they sit in your energy field. And you'll just feel okay. And then all of a sudden you'll be wham, they'll come back in, and then you'll be sent into a new cycle. And these points of contact are designed to stir energy. They're preventing you falling back into old patterns, old ways of thinking. They're meant to create a little vortex of a high energetic force to bring you or your twin back into alignment. As soon as you're getting out of alignment in a particular way, usually by settling into old patterns, you will be pushed to move forward and to definitely activate yourself on your pathway. And so sometimes these moments of contact can feel like bliss. They can feel like a really good experience and like a surge of love, or like you're coming back into contact with someone who feels like home and their energy feels like home. But they also can be quite difficult because you'll notice sometimes your twin or you will be rejecting the other twin. Often the matrix twin, the sacred masculine will put in a boundary with their divine feminine twin of some sort, and that boundary can be quite harsh sometimes. I mean, the twin flame journey is notorious for people blocking, unblocking people. It's just kind of showing on the outer world through social media that you're doing an internal, I'm blocking, I'm receptive, I'm blocking, I'm receptive, I'm blocking. So we're kind of seeing this more like in an outer expression when it happens. So for the divine feminine, it may bring up like real emotions and wounding and the memories and trigger this this yearning or this repetitive thinking about them again. And for your twin, it might be more that they are sparked into realization because they're more into the matrix, they're more embedded in the matrix. So a lot of their work, the matrix twin, is to come out of the matrix and meet you at this higher level. But the feminine is trying to ground in her energy field. You'll notice that you'll be releasing maybe negative emotions or beliefs about yourself. And the masculine twin will be more looking at their own resistance, looking at their own fear, looking at how their world is falling apart, because both twins will go through big tower movements. And it's not unusual to be moving house, to be changing jobs, to be leaving long-term relationships if it's with a karmic. So there is an activation principle here, which is part of a higher design when it comes to working with twin flames. It is actually bringing you closer to union, although some of these touch points can feel like it pushes you further away. But just remember that that is not really what this is about. Like often that kind of someone putting in a boundary with you and pushing you further away is often to bring up your wounds and to allow you to recalibrate in your system what you actually want, what you're actually looking for, how to actually get to your destination. And most people on a twin flame journey are either trying to activate their higher soul mission, come into balance with love, come into a new relationship. Ultimately, a lot of people want to connect with their twin and be with their twin, but not everybody may have a soul contract to do that, but some do. And I think it's also showing anyone on this journey that it's not linear. This is not a linear process. You and your twin are like two souls dancing with each other, learning how to dance with each other. You're coming close, then you're pulling back, then you're igniting, then you're transforming. Each point is like a kind of spark that's making sure that that flame never goes out in either of you and making sure that you both continue to grow and to really embody yourselves as you move forward. So when you encounter your twin, even if it feels brief or confusing or overwhelming, just know that it is serving you. It is finding a way to serve you, that it is helping you step out of old stagnant energy, old patterns, and into who you truly are. And your twin, because this is divine love, even if they're not showing it, even it is divine love at a soul level. It's they're helping you to become, and dare I say, I don't like people using this, the best version of yourself. No, they're helping you to become a fully embodied presence in your energetic sovereignty. And that is a true gift of love, to allow someone to be free in who they are and to encourage them with without any expectation, without any wanting anything back from this person. That is really a kind of gift of what we're looking at here in the divine feminine journey and the sacred masculine journey. Thank you for listening. If you like what I'm doing, then just you can contact me, and I do twin flame readings and do workshops based on the twin flame, because we need to see these activations as really gifting us and allowing us to move through with feeling, with learning, with openness, with curiosity, because nobody really knows what this whole picture is about because we haven't actually created it yet. There might be a huge divine plan that we are unfolding here on earth as a collective, but actually it's each point we're beginning to understand that these touch points and the purpose of it and the sacredness of it is leading towards a journey of love, leading you towards your journey of love, whatever that is for you. So thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. And if you like what I'm doing, you can link in the bio and join me on a workshop.